all those who come this morning. And we're about to have a beautiful service this morning. I'd like to start off with prayer. Our invocation will be by Patrick Newman, by Director Patrick Newman. Is Patrick on?
Good morning.
Morning, Patrick.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, we come thanking you, Father God, for bringing us here another day to do the deliberations of Rotary. Father God, we ask that you bless this meeting, bless the people that are participating, bless the people that are contributing. These and every blessings we ask and thank you for in the precious name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. We now have the loyal toast by Rotarian Devaldo Green.
To the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
The Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
The Bahamas.
To welcome our guests this morning, I'll invite Secretary Akima to welcome everyone this morning.
Good morning. Thank you, President Therese, and welcome to another sunrise morning. I could use a cup of coffee right now because I feel like I'm still sleeping, but I'll get there eventually. We'd like to welcome all of our Rotarians and guests to our meeting this morning. I see Rotarian Alicia is here. Thank you for joining us as usual. I'm scanning. I am not seeing any other visiting Rotarians, but we do have a few guests in the meeting. So I would like to invite all of our Rotarians to introduce their guests. I would like to start by inviting or introducing my guest for the first time, Brianne Hepburn. She's a longtime family friend and expressed some interest in joining Rotary. And I thought this would have been a perfect opportunity to invite her during our membership campaign that we are running this month and into membership month. So Brianne, thank you for joining us so early in the morning. And I hope you enjoy the meeting. So I will open it up to any other Rotarians that may have their guests joining us this morning. Now y'all don't want to get fined for not introducing your own guests. So somebody else.
Okay, so I would like to introduce, I was thinking that Angelica was going to be on and she would have done the honors. She sent me a note. So let me just pull that up because we have a Rotaractor who is looking to transition into Rotary and is visiting this morning. And her name is Kevinique Coverley. So Kevinique, I see you. Can you unmute and say hi?
Hello.
Right, so we understand that you're a Rotaractor and you have gotten old and it's time for you to transition with the old people. No pun intended.
Older people.
I'm being
Speak for yourself.
some humor into the mix. See, I got you all awake. That was better than coffee. And so,
Donna, that Rotaractor doesn't follow instructions. You asked her to say hi, she said hello. So have her do that again.
Yeah, so we'll have to make sure that we give her a proper orientation. But we're so happy to have you, Kevinique. We're looking forward to you transitioning to our club. I know you'll have fun and we're just waiting patiently for you to come on board and we'll make that happen for you. So thanks for coming. Back to you, Secretary Aquino.
PP Delicia joined late.
Welcome, PP Delicia.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We do have someone that has the name iPhone. I tried to send you a private message to determine who you are, if you are a guest or Rotarian. Thank you for joining us this morning.
That is a guest who came in, Horatio McKenzie.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he's actually the first person online this morning. So.
Oh, welcome, Horatio. He is one of our on our contact list.
Good morning.
Friends of Rotary. So thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
That will be
Thank you
it.
for inviting me.
Are there any other guests out there we may have missed? I think that was it. Otherwise, we'll turn it over to our Director of Administration, Tanisha, to give us the raffles, the announcement for the raffle this morning.
Good morning, everyone. So this morning we have this Amazon Fire tablet that we're raffling, and it has the Google Play Store already installed on it, and it has about 80+ days left on the store warranty. So we're going to be raffling this awesome prize, 1 ticket for $5 or 3 for $10. So you can put your tickets in the chat. I'm also going to post it in the WhatsApp group. So please support the raffle. That's 1 ticket for $5, 3 for $10. Can you see it? There you go. Thank you, President Torres.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome our Sergeant of Arms this morning to give us our fines and jokes for this morning. Kendrick.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians. Hope everyone is doing well. I guess we can start off with the fines. We have quite a few fines that we will collect this morning. Most is going to be for me. Some of you may be aware that the NBA playoffs has just completed, and fellow Rotarians, this is a statistical improbability, but every single team that I was rooting for and every single bracket lost in the NBA playoffs this year. Statistically improbable. So I'm going to do something that's out of the ordinary. I'm going to fine myself $1 for each bracket going up to the finals. So that's $15 fine for me. So I'll make that transfer today. I have to do that so that I can ensure that I exercise better judgment. So I'll remember my Rotarian fines.
If you start out that tough on yourself, I'm afraid for the rest of us.
But hold on, Sergeant, you gotta find yourself an extra $1 because obviously you don't understand reality, because if all your teams didn't win, then that is not statistical improbabilities. It happened.
Okay, well, so we'll even it off at 60 then. We'll even it off at 60. And Felix, for being so presumptuous, we'll just charge you $5 just for the fine, you know. So that's a $5 fine.
That's why I ain't saying nothing.
Well, unfortunately, saying nothing is saying something. So $5 from you as well. And I think that's going to do it. That's going to do it for this morning. So that's about 26 so far. And I see everyone went on mute just now. So I should fine everyone $1 for just being on mute. But that's it, Mr. President, for the fines. I just have a few questions, not really jokes, just a few questions for the morning. Did you hear about the guy who cut off the left side of his body? Well, don't worry about it. He is all right now. Give you a few minutes on that one. And you know, there's always a question about bicycles, right? Why do bicycles always fall over? Because they're too tired. Give you a few minutes on that. Too tired. What kind of tree fits in your hand? We call that tree a palm tree. And some of you may have heard about the dinner that Mr. President had the other night. He went into the dinner setting and he asked the waitress for some pigs that do karate. And the waitress said, "What?" And he said, "Okay, just give me some pork chops." And that'll be all.
That was a good one, Kendrick. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I thought they were corny.
Let's make that $6 fine.
We'll now birthday and an anniversary announcements by Rotarian Gwen Ritchie.
Good morning again, everybody. So we have an extra special birthday today because it's on Rotary Day. Let's say a very happy birthday to Rotarian Tanisha.
Oh.
May you be blessed with many, many more. Happy birthday again. Also celebrating very special days, Rotarian Leroy, who celebrated on the 18th, and Simone, who celebrated yesterday on the 21st. Congratulations to you both also. We have a couple of anniversaries. Rotarian Rona Aswood, she celebrates 9 years as a Rotarian on the 26th. And Rotarian James Father P, who celebrates 8 years as a Rotarian and 40 years of marriage to the very lovely Reverend Angela Fallacious. Congratulations to all of you. That's me. Back to you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Gwen. This morning, we're gonna have our announcements for the club. I'd like to start off by saying that we have a few announcements. One being that from the treasurer, who's not able to be here this morning due to work commitment, that the invoices would have went out last week for our dues. If you're unable to pay it all at once, there's a payment plan in place. You can contact her directly in terms of for those payment plans arrangements. But we do encourage all members to have their dues settled by the end of the month to ensure that we meet all obligations as a nonprofit organization to ensure that everything is run smoothly and that we can meet all our deadlines required by our international parties and district obligations. So that's very important. So keep it on your radar to pay all our dues that comes available. Also, there's still the drive for the vaccinations. We do need help at Loyola Hall. So for those who are able to, sorry, I'm going to read the message. Sorry. So those who are able to lend a hand at Loyola Hall, please go ahead and give your assistance to help with the vaccination process at Loyola Hall. I'd like to open up for any other announcements for the club. Any directors would have to speak on any announcements this morning?
I would like to make an announcement, President Therese, but I do need 1 minute, please. I have to let somebody into my gate. Sorry about that. Give me a minute, please.
No problem. Are there any other directors like to speak?
Well, I have an announcement, but I was going to make it in my presentation. But since we have a gap in time, I'd just like to remind everyone that we're having the fireside chat this Saturday at 6 p.m. It's going to be exciting. It's not a Rotary Nassau Sunrise event in the sense that we don't want to come and have a good time by ourselves. It's intended for persons who are interested in learning more about Rotary. And of course, if you turn up as a Rotarian and not have a guest, then you will be a presenter, because we want you to share your Rotary why with the prospective members that will be at the chat. So far, we have about 10 or 11 persons who have confirmed. And we know that there are more because you may have sent the flyer to your contacts. So please follow up and make sure I have some numbers by the latest tomorrow so that I can confirm those numbers with the hotel. So it's going to be exciting. It's at 6 p.m. It's on the terrace. What's the name of that restaurant, Felix? I don't remember, PDG Felix.
You're muted.
Moonason.
Moonason?
Yeah.
Right. So when you get to the hotel, just keep to your left. You'll see a little staircase right to your left as you go up the ramp. Come on in, bring a guest. Don't just come empty-handed. Don't come walking with your hands swinging, as Bahamians would say. Bring a guest on your side, a friend from work, a family member, someone you think that would make a great Rotarian. And so I'm looking forward to seeing you and your guest on Saturday evening at 6 p.m.
For clarification, you said this is on Saturday?
Yeah, the 24th.
Oh, well, I thought it was tonight. I didn't.
It's on the 24th.
All right.
Well, please call back your guest because she RSVP'd, and I'm hoping that she doesn't think it's.
You saw my email, you didn't correct me. I'll call her. 6 o'clock on Saturday, you said?
Yes, 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay, that's a problem for me, but anyway. Okay, I'll make it
There's
sure.
no problem that you can't fix. And if you can't fix it, check with AG Carlo.
I'll have to be 2 places at the same time.
She'll help you fix that.
I'm sure she would.
I'm back, President.
Okay.
So I want to make the announcement about the golf tournament. Whew, sorry about that. Little exercise early is this. So as you are aware that the golf tournament is fast approaching. It's on August 7th at Royal Blue. And we are very, very excited about this year's tournament because we have a fantastic prize. Well, the possibility of winning this prize is great, simply because we have a cap of 40 players. And that means the probability of winning this is very, very great if you are a good golfer or if you are lucky like myself. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what that prize is. I'm unable to share, President.
You should be able to, because
It's saying host
okay.
disabled sharing.
Try it now.
Yes. Okay. Boom. A 2021 Mercedes-Benz is up for the winner of on hole number 12, hole in one. It's a hole in one prize. And we are very, very delighted about this year. This is the first time for this club to have anything like this for a prize, a possible prize, a possible giveaway. And so we are very excited about this. 2021, hey, my name is written on the seat, so you'd have to win it from me.
What's the probability of that, Felix?
Ask Kenrick.
So what we are doing is it's almost exclusive in that we only have spots for 40 players. We'd like to report that we have about what is that, Donna, 12 or 13 teams so far, and a team consists of 2 players. So we want to thank all of those persons who have been pushing to get people to register. Once we go live with this this weekend, after today, I'm expecting all of you to talk about it. We are hoping to have a whole bunch of golfers clamoring to register for this event. Registration, as you know, is $225. On the day of, it's $275. Everyone should want to win something like this free of charge. Hey, I mean, come on. You can't do better than that. So we're excited about that. But what we really also need is our corporate sponsors to come on board with us. We do need money to operate. We do need money to get the tournament started, to purchase the trophies and so on. We have some other corporate sponsors on board with us already. Commonwealth Brewery, as I indicated last week, we'll be giving wine for everyone. They're going to be giving gift baskets for the winners. They're going to probably give us some funding. We're not sure what that is yet. We know RBC is on board with some funding as well. By the way, RBC is one of those corporate institutions that have already guaranteed up to 10 players. So this is the kind of involvement and engagement we need from our corporate donors. And so we want to thank Leah Carla for that. I know Kemi is busy working with some other corporate entities. We need all of you, most of you work for a corporate organization. So if you can get them to at least donate $500 or $1,000 to us, and or some players, that would be good. Please let them know what the hole-in-one prize is on the 12th hole and what they can expect to get from this tournament. And most importantly, what the funds are going to be used for. We have a list of, and you'll hear more about that this morning, I'm sure, what our club is intending on doing this year. That is why we need the donations. And so we want to really, really thank all of our corporate entities for coming on board. TireFlex, of course, for donating this type of prize for us. And so that means we are significant in the community, and people know about Sunrise and know about the members in Sunrise. And so I want to personally thank those who made this particular prize happen right now, and all of us for our continued support of this tournament. Any questions?
Yes, a question. Can you play just the 12th hole?
You know what? No.
No, what do you mean you can't play golf? What do you want to try your hand?
18 times.
No, you have to pay 18 holes, daughter. I am so sorry. 12 falls somewhere in the middle of that, but yeah, no. No.
It's a good on that.
Well, Dino, there you go. Dino, you have to win it from Sophia.
That's it. I know the president said that he was warming up his
I am. I'll be on the course.
So
this is awesome. PP and Sophia is awesome.
Thank you. I'm going to ask IPP. Sorry, IPP, Francis, if she has the banner, our banner from last 2 years. Do you still have that, IPP?
All of the banners were given to Secretary and President. All of the banners have been returned.
Okay. All right, so the banner is someplace.
Yeah, we have it like somewhere at the Hilton, I think, so we can check that out and make sure that
okay. Cool. I cut somebody off with a question, I believe. Any other questions or comments? Please, we have just the end till the end of this week. Next week, as you know, is a holiday. The first week in August is a holiday week. So the time is very, very short for us to get if you sent out letters, please follow up with them. Follow up on them.
Sorry, Sophia, do you promise me some additional information, right?
Yes, I did. And that is why I'm trying to get that list together. I don't want to give you a half list of donations and so on. I could give you what I have, but I'm sure there are others coming in. Folks, we have 40 players. So your donation should be, if you're going to be getting paraphernalia and those kinds of things, it's for 40 players. So
Dr. Roll,
that's a very finite number.
Dr. Roll, does Mr. Stubbs know that you're raffling off his car?
No.
No, I want to know why she put her name in my card. That's
thank you too, Dr. Robinson. We have you on the list for your hats for the tournament. And anything else you might want to give us from BTVI. Yes. Okay. That's it for me, President.
Thank you, PP Sophia.
I'll stop sharing.
Yes,
my car.
All right. If there aren't any other announcements, we have a quick joke to be told before we continue. Can share. Gwen, share her joke with us this morning.
I was hoping you would forget and then I wouldn't have to do it.
I was reminded.
Well, what is this? Oh, I feel a fine coming on, but let's have this.
Yeah, let's go, Gwen.
Okay, so it's summertime and there were these two little boys and they were eyeing this mango tree. So they decided one day that they're going to raid this mango tree. So they walk down and the mango tree is just inside the gate of the cemetery on the wall. So they jump up on the wall and they're going at it, getting these mangoes. All of a sudden they heard someone coming. So they scramble around trying to pick up all the mangoes so they could go and hide behind the tombstone. So during their rush to gather these mangoes, they dropped 2 of them. So the little boy said, oh, just leave them. Say, we'll take what we have. So they went, they hid behind a tombstone and they crouched down so they could share out these mangoes. So coming down the road was a man who had a bit of a reputation as a drunk. So as he approaches the mango tree, he heard what he thought were voices. So he goes inside the gate, stands up directly under the mango tree, and he crouches down so he could listen. And he hears coming from behind the tombstone, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me. So he gets scared. So he breaks off running and he goes across the street to the rectory to the priest, bangs on the door. He said, priest, you have to say, Father, you have to come quickly. So Father comes to the door. He says, what's going on? He says, God and the devil are sharing out souls in the graveyard. So the priest knows, you know, the guy's, he's a local drunk. So he says, no, I am not doing that. He says, but Father, please, you have to come. I have not had a drop of drink today. So the priest comes outside. They walk across the street. When they get to the gate of the graveyard, he puts his finger over his lips. He says, come, say, you have to be real quiet, crouch down. So they both crouched and they went inside the gate and they're standing under the mango tree. When the priest starts, they had a whispering also. And he listens and he hears 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me. Then one of the voices says, what about those 2 by the gate? And the other voice says, oh, don't worry about them. We'll get them on the way out. That's me.
And I was kind of vote for Glenn to be Sergeant at Arms.
No, I don't need to say anything, right? I don't think I need to say anything. You know, I think you know.
We'll move right along in order of the service. We have a new segment, we're bringing back a new segment. What we have is our Rotary Minute. And to kick us off with this segment, I will ask Pipi and Tanya to give us our Rotary Minute for this morning.
Thank you, President Therese. Good morning, fellow Rotarians and guests. Definition of Rotary. How do you describe the organization called Rotary? There are so many characteristics of a Rotary Club, as well as the activities of 1 million Rotarians. There are the features of service, internationality, fellowship, classification of each vocation, development of goodwill, and world understanding. The emphasis of high ethical standards, concern for other people, and many more descriptive qualities. In 1976, the Rotary International Board of Directors was interested in creating a concise definition of the fundamental aspects of Rotary. They turned to the 3 men who were then serving on the Rotary Public Relations Committee and requested that a 1-sentence definition of Rotary be prepared. After numerous drafts, the committee presented this definition, which has been used ever since in various Rotary publications. Rotary is an organization of business and professional persons united worldwide who provide humanitarian service, encourage high ethical standards in all vocations, and help build goodwill and peace in the world. Those 31 words are worth remembering when someone asks, what is a Rotary Club? This Rotary Minute has been brought to you by the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise.
Thank you very much. I hope that was educational for all those to hear. It was something that we like to bring back and to ensure that our Rotarian members and our guests are aware of the work that we've done. I'm going to continue to do in these times. As we move along, I would like to start with speaking in reference to our plans for the upcoming year. And a number of directors are here to speak about on their section in terms of what are the plans and goals they have for this upcoming year. As well as myself will be speaking on on our plans for this year. So to kick us off, I would ask our Director of Community Services, Kemi Jones, to come and give us a brief synopsis of the plans ahead for our community services this coming year.
Thank you, President Therese. Good morning, everyone. Even though I'm on vacation, I'm doing my best to bring the energy. So hopefully that helps get you guys in a serving spirit this year. So this year, the approach for services is going to have several components to it. One, we're focusing on continuity, meaning that we could ensuring that the projects that we've been doing so far and some of the core projects we started last year do continue, and plans are set in motion for us to continue into the upcoming years. We also want to focus on visibility, making sure we enhance public relations, the public image aspect, to ensure that people know about the great things we're doing so we can attract more members, and ensuring that we keep the members that we do have. And also ensuring that the projects that we do have also have a social component to it, such that members enjoy what we're doing. So for the year, just a key example of some of the projects we have. Starting off with our first project for the year, we'll be making a donation to Willard Patton Preschool. It's a organization, well, school that we've sponsored so far. It's that we do take on, and we've done a lot of work with them in the past. Last year, we would have sponsored them with tablets and other things like that. And this year, while they're still benefiting from that program that we sponsored last year, they're kicking off their summer camp for some of their students, and they are in need for supplies. So that's one of the key things we want to start off doing this year, continuing to maintain our partnerships with agencies we worked with in the past. And that donation will hopefully be scheduled for next week. As we look at ensuring we have more visibility and partnerships in our projects, Commonwealth Brewery, who's been a wonderful sponsor to us for the golf tournament, is willing to collaborate with the Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise, Rotary Club of East Nassau, and the Rotaractors to do a massive beach cleanup. And then ensuring that the activity is as fun as possible, Commonwealth Brewery is also pledged to designate that all persons who participate in the beach cleanup is going to get a lovely gift bag that does have a complimentary bottle of wine in it. So I'm hoping that as soon as I put out the time spots for the beach cleanup, everyone is going to be excited to come out and participate. And the goal is to make this an annual event. Similar to that, we also would have during the Christmas season things such as our toy drive that we launched last year, where we were able to get more than 500 toys to kids in need. And we brought smiles to many, many kids last year. And we're hoping to do the same thing this year, and again, make it sustainable so it's on the calendar every year, in addition to activities such as the bell ringing that we always do with the Salvation Army. For those who don't want to drink, because I'm sure Father P is going to get down on me, thinking I'm trying to make all of the Rotarians drunkards. We're also looking at other activities we want to do. So as we look to support the Demetrius Center in Fox Hill, as part of our water initiatives last year and the grant we applied for. In addition to hopefully getting the grant to install the solar water heater there, we're also looking to do sustainable projects with them, such as they requested that we help them create an indoor garden. So that gives us the opportunity to go there at least once a month, help the seniors to maintain their gardens, interact with them, just hold their hands and talk to them, pray with them, something that's sustainable and things. So the whole idea you'd hear by now is that the projects that we're looking to do are going to be sustainable, things that are easy, not much time on your part, and things that can be replicated on a constant basis for future years as well. Another key project I'm looking to kick off next month would be the Read and Feed program. Normally in the past, we would work with Willard Patton to go and read to some of the preschoolers there every Friday.
Back.
Oh, good morning, Ms. Hepburn. So normally we would go to Willard Patton Preschool and do reading programs there, which of course, because of the COVID restrictions, we're not necessarily able to. So I've spoken to a local nonprofit who does feeding programs in the inner city communities, and he's willing to work with us to go to a local inner city park the last Saturday of every month, again, looking to kick this off next month. And he has an exciting menu pulled together to help provide food to some of the kids in inner city. So he's thinking of cooking up things such as wings and waffles, so, an exciting menu to get the kids interested in coming out to the park. So we would need persons to help serve food and also hopefully learn a few new cooking skills or recipes. But it's not just about feeding the kids. that's not going to help them get out of poverty or get out of their circumstances. You're tying the feeding in with reading. So giving the opportunities for club members who used to participate in the Willard Pattern Reading Program, who still want to read, to come out and read to the kids while they're being fed. So tying in many different components and aspects of what we do and trying to be creative this year and make sure the projects are fun and exciting. So that not only gives us an opportunity to do new things, but also to invite new members or potential members out to participate in some of our projects. To do all of this is going to take a Herculean effort, which means I will definitely need the support of all members and directors. And I will be calling on you individually when I need to. So hopefully that gives a high level summary of the direction and the trajectory for services for this year. And I'm open to any questions. Hello, IPP, you muted, I think.
Any comments,
Hello.
questions? Hello, any comments, questions on, do you have for Director Kemi?
Solid plans.
Right. All right, once if you want to reiterate, all these plans are made for us to also contribute and provide support. So Kemi is one man, but we have a full team behind us, a full club behind him. So let us all support him and support our community service events for the upcoming year. I'd like to ask P. Donath to come to speak in reference to membership for the upcoming year.
Yeah, but before I do that, I saw a question from Carla and I was about to ask that question as well.
Go ahead.
Will we be doing the Little Library? Any plans to continue the Little Library project?
Yes, that is in the budget as well. As we talk about sustainability, so that is in the budget to continue maintaining those. In fact, the park where I would wish to do the regular feeding program is the park in Mason's Addition. So Brighter Bahamas Foundation advised they already installed a little library there for us. So that ties in with our overall initiative. So that's in the budget. I already spoke to the Rotaractors about that as well to ensure we continue that. And in addition to that, in addition to Commonwealth Breweries supporting us with the beach cleanup, they've also, well, tentatively, we're trying to negotiate if they can actually help us to repaint that park that we're going to be serving the food on. So that means similar to on Kemp Road, where we have a lot of the parks, one or two of the parks there with the little libraries that have been repainted. That's the plan there. So we're looking to make these initiatives as wholesome as possible, but also maintaining some of those core projects we've done in the past.
Okay, thank you. So I will now do my presentation. May I share my screen just to maybe move it along quickly? If not, I'll just...
Go ahead. No, you should be able to do it now. Try it.
Okay. Okay, so for membership this year, the international president has a very ambitious but doable goal of growing Rotary by 10%. And so that, along with other plans, are what makes up our plan on our goals for 2021 to 2022. This morning, I received feedback on the survey that we did last week. And so our plans are going to be fluid in the sense that as we go along, we're going to make them relatable and relevant to what's happening in our club. And I always say, write your plans in pencil and give God the eraser. So we have our plans, but we're going to tweak them. So we're going to take note of the feedback that we got from that SWOT analysis last week. And of course, take what we can from it as relevant to membership. But one of the primary goals for Rotary International is to grow Rotary by 10% this year. It is a challenge because, as you know, I've been in Rotary since 2009, and we have been at the 1.2 million. So growth has to be intentional, and I think that's what President Shekhar is trying to do this year, to ensure that we have growth on the forefront of our agendas and be intentional about it. So we want to attract new members who are enthusiastic about serving others. They have a passion for serving. And so that describes you, persons like you who come out, not just come out every Thursday, but you also give back in your own way. And many of us are Rotarians, but we find other ways to serve as well, because service is a way to pay back and pay it forward for most of us. So we want you to share your Rotary why with other persons like yourself and get them to come on board, because what you can do individually can be greatly enhanced when you do it together as a Rotary group. So that's primary, and I'll tell you more about that. And the next thing we want to do is engagement, improve engagement. You just heard from Director Kemi all the projects that we plan to do this year, and we want persons to get on board. We don't want to have projects in 2 and 3 people or the same people who will get burnt out because they're the same people turning up. And so we have to find ways to improve the engagement, and engagement means attending meetings and attending those projects. And of course, engagement also extends to those new persons coming in, or if you're new and there's a project that you have a personal passion for, that you can share that with the members of the club, with the director, so that we can add new projects as well as we go along. Sustainable and interesting projects that will be impactful. We're going to do some training for leadership, training for succession for the club, training as Rotarians, so you learn more about the organization and what it does for you and what you can do for Rotary. We will also want to introduce a mentorship program, but it's going to be an internal mentorship program. And we did see some feedback in the SWOT analysis that newer members felt that they need some mentorship. And we're going to pair you with other Rotarians, and we will have a mentorship program, and you'll hear more about that. We want to manage our public image, because that's what attracts new members to Rotary. And we as a club also have to protect Rotary's brand. We'll also have membership orientation. We'll have 2 for the year. And so members coming in for the first half of the year, and in the second half, you'll be advised of the orientation date. And of course, it's open to everyone, because you may have missed your orientation during the year that you joined, and there's some gaps in your knowledge. There's some gaps in questions that you have about Rotary. We have exit surveys, and so when people leave the club, we will definitely make sure that exit surveys are done and are passed on to the board, so we have feedback as to why members leave. And sometimes we may surprise ourselves that people are not really leaving. They may lose interest, they may travel and go away to another country. They may have changes in their life situation, and we may lose them, and that will inform how we move forward when we're recruiting new members. We want to create opportunities for fellowship. We're just coming off the pandemic. We're going up and down, but we want to manage it carefully, and persons wanted to see more face-to-face interactions, and we'll try and do that as safely as possible. And of course, the fireside chat is one such. It's a big space, so you'll be able to have social distancing, you'll have your mask on, and that will be an opportunity to fellowship with potential members. We want to look at the members' benefits. We want to define that value proposition, because a lot of people will be like, okay, so you're asking me to do for Rotary, but what is Rotary doing for me? And we'll share that. Another great opportunities for global connections. At the moment, there's a global secretaries group. I just invited Akima into that group. There's a global presidents group, a global PE group. There are groups for every area of interest that you have. If you're not yet connected globally with the areas that you're interested in, or in a Rotary Action group, let me know, because there are links to those WhatsApp groups so that you can get connected globally. You never know, you may travel to another country and you may be able to get favors because there's a Rotarian in that part of the world. And we want to ensure diversity, equity, and inclusion. We want to collab with our Rotaractors. And of course, we want them transitioning and seeing our club as the club of choice. I'm seeing my screen lighting up, and I assume that those are questions. I'll just run through my other slides quickly, and then I'll read the chat. So the first strategy that we're going to use to achieve that, we want members in your color teams to come up with ideas as to how you think we could re-engage our inactive members. So that's the primary concern we want. We have some members who are on the books. Like, for example, we have 64 members in our club now. And you'll see that on on a weekly basis, we will have an average of 35 persons coming. That's about roughly 50–60% turning up for the meeting. And so we're going to reward you for your ideas. Let us know how we can re-engage and get persons to come. And remember that if you miss our meetings, there are other opportunities to make up. So we should be closer to 100% because there's so many opportunities to make up. We're looking at monthly socials, and the socials will be directed at inactive persons to get them back, to bring back what I call the Bring Back the Love campaign, and you'll hear more about that. And then our third one is Each One Reach One, or Each One Bring One, which is the international campaign where active members are assigned to inactive members to bring them back and to bring new members to the club. Of course, with the goal being growth of clubs and growth of Rotary. Each member will be assigned to a committee. And so if you're not yet assigned to a committee, if you're not actively working with a committee, please reach out to me to ensure that you are in a committee. And we want the sponsors and the members to be close, keep in touch with people you have brought to the club, and make sure that they are active. My slides are not moving. All right, I guess that's a hint. All right, so for the Each One Bring One campaign, you know, we're having our fireside chat. I spoke about that, and we have a beautiful sponsors pin that you will receive for bringing a new member. So when you start with one, you'll get a pin with one. And then as you grow in, and this is not new, actually, this has always been there, but I think it's great that this year they brought it to the forefront. So sponsors pin will be there, and we'll have membership roundups. So if you have prospects, let us know. We'll bring them together, do an orientation at the start so that they understand what they're getting into. And then, of course, along the way, we'll continue to train them. And then if you get up to, say, 9 or 10, you'll have a sponsor spin, and they're color-coded. So you get into the big group when you're, the more persons you invite to the club. So we want you to ask persons in your communities, persons in your church. You know, there are some people who give back in church, but they would want to give back outside of church. So we want to invite your co-workers, family members. We're developing a pool of candidates. We want you to send the names to us so that we can vet them and move them through the process so that we can get some great Rotarians coming on board. Right, so I'm going to run through the slides. We're going through our Rotary contacts. Many people have visited our meetings, they love it, but then they probably leave and don't know how to become Rotarians. And so we want to make it easy for them. We also want you to share your Rotary story or your elevator story. So that story is, why did I join Rotary? And during the month of August, you'll hear some Rotarians share their why. But maybe not everyone will have an opportunity to share their why. You will have an opportunity to share your why on Rotary.org. This year, Rotarians, you and I, can go online and share our Rotary story or on social media with hashtag #MyRotaryStory. We'll do that in August as well as part of Membership Month's campaign. But you can actually start creating your story. There are some great writers in the club. There are people who write poems, people who are great at writing stories, A.G. Carla, and others. Please start writing your Rotary experience. Choose one of the best photos, one of your most memorable Rotary moment, and upload it to Rotary.org, right? I'll give you some more guidance as to how to do that, but we want more members sharing their Rotary story so that others will see how great Rotary is. It's not a secret society. It is something that we want to share with others. So here are the people that we want to attract. Physicians. In fact, coming to the fireside chat on Saturday is a medical doctor who is very excited about the opportunity of joining Rotary. We want dentists. Yes, we have a dentist, but we want others. I deliberately left out lawyers and accountants because the club has so many of those. And one of the things about Rotary is that we have to widen our Rotary classification. Let me check time to make sure I'm not going over. All right, so that's the list. I'll send that to you. You would have seen my email, your professional contacts. And so what if we have, say, 50 people, then we'll start a satellite club. We want to grow, but we want to make the club still manageable. And one of the ways to do that is that we will start a satellite clubs a satellite club that will be a part of the club, and they would have their own structure and so on, and we'll tell you more about that. We'll have new members orientation program to make sure our new members are properly engaged, that you have the right expectations, that we help you through socializing and acclimatizing or getting you integrated into Rotary. And of course, make sure that you get rid of those red ribbons. And I'm sure Director Tanisha will be helping with that. So that's it, guys. So coming up for this month and August, the Fireside Chat is on Saturday at Breezes. Please don't come by yourself. Don't come with your hand swinging, bring a guest. Bring a person that would be a new member. We will have new members orientation. We'll have an online and we'll have a face-to-face. Or Bring Back the Love campaign is to re-engage our inactive members, and we'll tell you about the next social and the next opportunity to bring that person out. We'll also launch the membership program in August. And we're having a members sail away, what I call Fun in the Sun for Sunrise. It will be on August 22nd, and the cost is $20. You'll see a flyer coming out about that. It has a beach stop. I know there are at least 2 persons who don't like going on the sea, but we'll see how we can involve you virtually, or we can get you brave enough to get on board with us so that you can join us on this sail away. This day also we'll be celebrating the birthdays for all the Rotarians who celebrated their birthday between July 1 and September. So it will be a quarterly birthday celebration, and we'll use this opportunity to celebrate those persons. Yeah, so the plan is to bring in, and that's my budget, the plan is to bring at least 10 new members to the club this year. And I'm counting on you for your support, because each one bring one. And like I said, we want to attract you, the lovely, passionate, committed, dedicated Rotarian. And we need more of you to make Nassau Sunrise the best big club in the galaxy. Thank you, and back to you, President. If there are any questions, let me check the chat. I'm not sure if those were questions. I saw the chat lighting up while I was speaking. If there are questions, then I will take them now, because they may have been raffle tickets. Any questions?
I think there are just raffle tickets. I don't see any.
Okay, so if there are no questions, guys, looking forward to seeing you on Saturday with your guest so that we can enjoy this first event that kicks off our Rotary experience for Membership Month.
Thank you, P. Doneth. I'd like to move along fairly quickly and speak about public image. Director Simone, we'll be able to speak briefly about public image for the upcoming year. Go ahead.
Good morning, Rotarians and guests. To just run very quick through our public image plan for upcoming Rotary year. As we heard in our Rotary Minute, our mission is a very important and significant one. And as Sophia also mentioned, the club is known in the community, but how can we get people to know even more about us and to partner with us in these very significant projects and initiatives that we want to execute for this year and beyond? So 3 strategies, sorry about that. To do that is to increase visibility on social media, and also in using other forms of media such as print and radio, enhance the membership and service initiatives of the club, and to grow a community of volunteers and brand ambassadors. Our first strategy, to increase visibility, the plan is to create a content calendar for the year, which is in alignment with our district. And so all of our directors who have plans for the year plan to work very closely with them so that we can have content in enough time so that we can create the necessary posts for the public. Create a LinkedIn account, which I understand we have, so it's just a matter of now getting access to that account and utilizing LinkedIn, which is a very popular place for professionals, and it would be a great place for visibility as well. to consistently post. So whether that is on our weekly meetings or whether that is on our happenings or just on that Rotary Minute, all of those things is content. And we want to just be consistent about it so that people will know that we're out here, as the young people would say. Strategy number 2, we want to enhance club initiatives. So as you can hear just from 2 of our directors that we have a lot planned, a lot going on. And so we want to be more involved in the planning and promotion of club events, producing the flyers and whatever else that may be needed, posting so that we are, again, increasing visibility, but increasing partnership and new members, and also to engage existing members. Strategy number 3 is to grow the community. So really, this is quite a bit of work to do, but we want to involve the club. And again, we talked about in our strategic planning session how we can involve our membership to be involved in different types of things. And so we would like to identify among our members, directors, past directors, to be brand ambassadors for Rotary. We have persons who are excellent at what they do professionally. They are seasoned Rotarians, they're passionate Rotarians. And so we want to capture your stories. We want to hear about those Rotary pitches, as Donette referred to them. What is the thing that keeps you in Rotary? And these are the things that people want to hear these days. So we want to get you in front of a camera. We want to get you out there so people can see not only who our membership is, but why. Why are you a member of Rotary and why they should also be connected. And we need to build a community of volunteers to assist in content creation and posting. So we look forward to anyone who may be interested in being a part of this committee. And if you like to, as you can see, this tool that was used is canva.com. It's very easy. Thousands of templates. You just drop your content in, you change colors, play around with it, but you end up with really cool looking content. It's not difficult. Or maybe you enjoy scrolling and posting. Come on the committee and help us out. Maybe you like to write, maybe you like to edit, all of those things. Or maybe you like to coordinate. You can coordinate a media tour of radio stations and talk shows. Whatever your skill set may be, please feel free to contact me and be a part of this committee, because we want Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise visible, growing, and serving. Thank you.
Thank you, Director Simone. I think that is a lot of, we're going to be doing a lot this year in community service, membership, and public image. Unfortunately, time doesn't allow for me to speak on I want to touch on a few high-level items that I would like to mention this morning in terms of the upcoming year. I would not to belabor on increasing the membership. That is very important to us, and what we're trying to do by at least 10%. We closed last year at 64 members. So we would like to at least get to 75 members in the upcoming year and diversify our members. We would like to, financially, we will also like to add 2 new fundraising events along with our staple events we previously have had in the prior year. So we like to grow our financial commitments and for the community as well. We do currently have our proposed golf tournament, and so that is, we hope to plan to raise anywhere between $10,000 to $15,000 plus on that project, on that fundraising event. Also in grants, so we like to continue our support for the district grants. We currently have one in the fold for one solar water heater for our Demetrius home for the elderly. That is something we're still waiting on that to be finalized, but that is in the works. And so we hope to have that. I think it's a $5,000 district grant that we had put in for. So that is in the pipeline. Also, we're going to continue our support for the foundation. Of course, you know, we're going to support our current IPP, who is the chair of that of the foundation committee. Every club member, we want to achieve a sustaining membership status by donating a minimum of $100 to the foundation every year. And we like to achieve at least $16,000 in individual members donors to the annual fund. Also, I like to achieve 1,500 in individual donations to the Polio Plus Fund, and attain at least 90% of our Paul Howard Fellowship. With an additional one major gift, one additional bequest society member. I know we've had one in a while, but then I think we can do that this year, and one additional benefactor for the coming year. Like to touch briefly on our youth service area. This coming year, we have exciting plans for both Rotaract and Interact this coming year. We are going to continue our support for our clubs, especially with the vibrant clubs of the Leadership Academy and the Kingsway Academy. Those are with Interactors, and also support our Rotaractors. This coming year, I've already liaised with the current president, and we have plans to show our support and provide them with their much needed support for the coming year. Also, RILA, and to ensure that we at least have one student to attend RILA this year. This is an excellent leadership program for our youth, and it's something we want to continue support as we've done so in the past. Lastly, one of the points is also leadership. We want to encourage and provide more leadership opportunities for our members. You know, leadership, I mean, committee chairs are the backbones of our club. So they provide leadership in addition to elected officers. We need to distribute these roles more widely and to give some of our more talented members an opportunity to grow and to provide new ideas and skills to a already strong team we already have. As Director Public Image mentioned, we have quite a bit of our items in tow for public image, increase our presence on social media, in LinkedIn, Facebook, and also the local media newspapers. And also to achieve one of our goals, which is to achieve the presidential citation. So I think these are all, once we've achieved all we plan to do, I think we will be able to achieve that. And in the end, have fun, fellowship and have fun. And that is some of the main goals for the coming year. I know we'll have the support of our members, and I don't want to belabor because we're already past 8 o'clock, but these are the key high areas for the coming year. And I would highlight like all the support, and I'm sure all of my directors and chairs would like your support as well. So that being said, we'll move to our raffle. I would like Director Tanisha to start the process for the raffle this morning.
Good morning again, everyone. Thank you, President Therese. So before we spin.
Please remember to shuffle.
Yes, I will, but I just want everyone to see that.
Your tickets are there.
Names and your ticket has been.
Is this for the car?
I don't see my name.
No, it's for the Amazon tablet. So I've got everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your
No,
support.
Kendrick says his name is missing.
You guys creating a crowding out effect. Look at this.
Sure, Kendrick, how many you want?
3 for 10.
Okay.
Well, Sophie, you look like you may have to limit this to 42.
I agree.
So we're going to shuffle, shuffle. And now,
Shuffle it good.
Good luck, everyone.
Look. That's my name.
Delisa. Oh my God.
No, but hold on a minute.
Oh,
Don't we have a
my.
policy that only club members can win prizes?
I'm sorry, say what? Say what?
Delisa is a member. Delisa is a member.
Back to back. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Oh
PP Delisa.
my goodness. You know something? I just knew in my gut that this was the club for me. Having
Yeah, but
won
don't try it with the Mercedes on.
Yeah.
Don't try it with the Mercedes now. Don't try that.
So Felix, I want you to know that I saw how disappointed you were that you did not win that Hamilton Beach personal blender last week. So I'm willing that if you win that car, we could do a mutual trade.
We'll talk about that. I have to consult with my better half first.
Delissa, I can tell you, he does not trade. He does not trade. I have tried.
Oh Lord.
Don't waste your time.
You don't trade down, you trade up.
Very much.
You were so wrong.
All right, just to make a quick announcement, we're going to be stay behind for at least 10 minutes after the meeting for fellowship. So if you guys want this, anyone like to stay behind for another 10 minutes, you can join us after the meeting. As we start the closing out, we have a four-way test by Rotarian Sherelle. Sherelle, are you there? If not, I will ask Dino for the.
I'll say, of the
Okay.
things you think, say, or do, is it the truth?
Is it the truth?
Truth.
The truth.
Is it fair to all concerned?
Is it
Is
fair?
it fair to all concerned?
Will it build goodwill and better friendships?
Will it
Will
build?
it build goodwill
and
and better friendship?
And will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
And the final toast by Rotarian Cresswell.
Still anything in here? Fellow Rotarian. Oh, sure, reach. All right. Fellow Rotarians and guests, good morning. Please raise your glasses and mugs with me to toast, in the first instance, the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and then Rotary around the world.
Rotary around the world.
Around the world.
Thank you all for coming.
I have a quick
Thank
another
you,
quick
too.
announcement.
Go
We
ahead.
just got in a $2,500 donation for the golf tournament. Yippee, thank you very much to that private donor. Thank you. Let's keep it
Awesome.
rolling.
All right, guys, have a great day. But like I said, we are having 10 minutes of fellowship for those who want to stay behind after the meeting.
You all love drinks?
Well, I'll be some coffee and tea.
And another quick announcement, President. I'm offering a 5% discount to anybody who purchased from my gallery this Saturday. My gallery hours are 11 to 6. So hope to see some of you there. Thank you.
Hold on. That's advertising.
Well, we have a business chat. If it's not for the business of Rotary, if it's not for Rotarians business, what is it for? Just asking.
So Rotarians get 10%, or what do you say?
I said 5% off.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 10. I thought it was like 10%.
5% off all purchases.
All right.
All right, so I think I tried to create the breakout rooms. Can you tell me if you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Some has more than others, so I'm not going to distribute.
Yeah, because persons are leaving
Okay.
and staying behind, so. If they do stay and join, that's fine. If not,
How much you have so far? I have 6. We're in groups already?
yeah, I think persons are in that group. So in group 3 is Diana, Kevin, and Simone. Group 2 would be Sophia, Felix, and Kemi. And group 1 will be Barrett, Donette, Kendrick, Patrick, and Tanisha. So I think us who are left here are in our group, the best group.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Marsha, Gwen, Delisa. Thank you for staying back. Everyone's good?
Yeah. Delicia, you were Rotarian before?
Yeah, she's transferring from
Okay.
of Nassau, I think it is.
All right.
But she won the I think she won a raffle prize last week. So she's lucky like Dino.
Cool. Gwen, are you there? Gwen stepped out. Marsha, are you there?
I don't think they would have joined because I don't see those ones highlighted.
Oh, so what? So why we see them? Why do we see them out there? Are
Well, they may still just be online, but they haven't joined the group. The room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So depending on how this one goes, we could probably try it again next week.
Yeah, most definitely. Most def. How did the meeting go? How do you think the meeting went this morning?
Good. I think it went well.
I think it went a little longer than I expected. I thought, but that's fine, I guess.
I don't think the extra 2 minutes were 12 minutes were too bad. But we definitely have to announce the plans for next week.
Yes. I still was like a little, I don't know. I don't know. Still thinking about having a meeting. You say you don't advise having both back to back.
We could still have it. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But just have it as a club social. Still do the meeting on a Thursday and then have the club social on Friday.
No, when I think about it, let's have the social then. When I think about it, because I don't want it to be where that was the plan. The plan is to have every 5th. I don't want to derail from the plan. The plan was to have every 5th Monday, every 5th Thursday. Sorry.
Yeah, every month it has a
fifth. Yes.
Have a social.
Let's do that.
Yeah, so I think it's just a matter of advising.
The club members.
Right. The Thursday meeting is canceled, and instead we're gonna have a club social on Friday evening. You said it's still gonna get done.
The only thing was that Donna said is catering, so I need to get some pricing for food because she's not doing that. She's just hosting, but she's not doing the food.
Right.
I do know of one caterer. I'll give her a call to find out. And what we be looking at? Finger foods?
Yeah, I don't think it'll have to be anything heavy. We definitely need drinks, or if everybody could bring something, we could do that.
Yeah. Well, I'll ask.
On the food, and persons bring things that they would like to drink.
Oh my God, I was gonna ask Eric.
I know, but that.
Why?
We could just change it to bring your own bottle.
You don't want water, Eric?
You don't want, I mean, definitely you don't want to depend on him to provide. I mean, you could ask him, but if there's something we want to do for the entire year, I feel you.
I feel you. So this is a bring your own drink type of thing then.
Bring your own bottle. I think
bring your own bottle.
We will provide, we provide the refreshments or then the food, the finger food, and then you bring a donation of a bottle.
Okay, that sounds like that's a cool idea. Bring your own bottle.
Yeah. So we'll end at 8:15. Bring that back at 8:15.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you're the coach. You can go in all the groups and see how they're doing. I don't want to end them or bring everybody to the front out in the main area.
Okay, let me stop by each one and then we'll close out.
Okay. You still working from home, or are you back in office? Hey,
Breakout rooms. All right, let me check one more. PDG Felix O's just left.
okay. Yeah.
Check this.
The all defensive team. I feel like there is a big disconnect between who players view as great players. Some players amongst the media.
All right, President, I'm out.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes.
I will go by the trophies this afternoon. By the midday, my lunch break, I say I'll go and deal with the trophies.
Okay, and we'll talk later on.
Will do. Is Akima still here or she left already?
I think it's only 4 of us, so she left
Okay.
already.
All right, cool. All right, have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey, Akima, I'm glad you're still here. Akima.
Hey.
Hey, so the trophies, I was going to buy that today. What do I need to, which trophies?
What time you going there today? You at work? You working or you at home?
I at home. I mean, I come to my office to do meetings. You know, I do my meetings at the office. I don't.
So you want to stop by my office on your way out? On Government Street, Conference Center.
I'm already at work.
Are you at work? So what I
Yeah.
can do is, I wanted to catch you before you go to the trophy store because I have the trophies in my back trunk. And I wanted us to take them there so they could see where the plates need to change on them, and then we make a decision of which ones we're gonna keep or order over.
Why some of them are tarnished?
Well, one is broken, and then some have female, some have mixed female, male. So I don't know if we should just get them neutral. We don't know how many males or females may be attending.
So I spoke
So
with.
that's why I wanted to meet with you.
I guess I could come there. Let me look at my schedule.
You on PI, right? Yeah, I can come over PI. That's why I asked you to let me know when you leaving so I can try and catch you before you leave.
Okay, well that's cool. 1 o'clock.
Okay, so I'll take a lunch break around 12 and swing over PI, and then I can give you the ones that I have because I leave on vacation. I leave on Saturday to go to Exuma, so I won't be here.
Okay.
Over the weekend. They don't open on Saturdays 1.
Okay.
And then I won't be here Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I didn't want to keep them and not get the trophy case to place an order or get a quote or something.
Not a problem. So, yeah, I have meetings all morning. So, I have a meeting by 12:30. I should be done with my last meeting.
Okay. So I'll message me when you about to be free, so I have time to leave and get them before you leave for 1 o'clock then.
Will do.
All right, cool.
All right, thank you.
All right.